for the broken signals to finally ascend. The flicker of the future is a pale magnetic glow, following the currents where the cold currents flow. It resides within the circuits of a grand design, crossing every boundary and every silver line. The resonance is heavy on the heavy summer air, searching for a miracle that isn't really there. The flicker of the future is a pale magnetic glow, following the currents where the cold currents flow. It resides within the circuits of a grand design, crossing anti-boundary and every silver line. The resonance is heavy on the heavy summer air, searching for a miracle that isn't really there. Binary horizons are the only truth we keep, while the city of the silicon falls into a sleep. No more heavy iron nor the grinding of the gears, just the humming of the frequency across the years. I turn the dial until the frequency is clear, the only sound that I was ever meant to hear. The flicker of the future is a pale magnetic glow, following the currents where the cold currents flow. It resides within the circuits of a grand design, crossing every boundary and every silver line. The resonance is heavy on the heavy summer air, searching for a miracle that isn't really there. The digital horizon bleeds across the grid, beneath the violet sky where shadows sit. We track the pulse of a dying copper sun before the static waves have finally begun. The ghost of high fidelity is calling from the tape, tracing every silhouette and every hollow shape. Chrome reflections flicker on the windshield glass, watching all the analog memories start to pass. The velvet night is stretching like a synthetic wire, igniting visions of a long forgotten fire. We drift through data streams that never find the end, waiting for the broken signals to finally ascend. The flicker of the future is a pale magnetic glow, following the current where the cold currents flow. It resides within the circuits of a grand design, crossing every boundary and every silver line. The resonance is heavy on the heavy summer air, searching for a miracle that isn't really there. The flicker of the future is a pale magnetic glow, following the currents where the cold currents flow. It resides within the circuits of a grand design, crossing every boundary and every silver line. The resonance is heavy on the heavy summer air, searching for a miracle that isn't really there. Binary horizons are the only truth we keep, sleep.